Welcome to Stop the Madness and Cook. All right, so this will be season one, episode one, and we're going to make some pork pozole and Cajun boiled eggs. All right, I'm so excited. Come along. Here we got some pozole cooking. Um, well, that's what I'm making. So it's some neck bones in here, four garlic cloves, a half of onion. I put some cumin, some Himalayan pink salt, and four bay leaves, and I let it come to a boil. And I skimmed the fat off. And I added more water, so it's coming to a boil again. And I also added the pozole beans. So I added this right here. Plus I added a bigger one. I added this one and a little bigger one. All right. And then next. What are guajillo peppers? These are dried chili peppers used in Mexican cuisine for their mild, medium heat and complex, tangy, and fruity flavor. They are a staple in dishes like mole, enchiladas, and salsas. They can also be rehydrated and blended into sauces or toasted to add a smoky like taste to meats, soups, and stews. Their Scoville heat rating of 2,500 to 5,000 Shu, which is considered mild to medium. All right, let's get back to cooking. Here we have some guajillo peppers. They have been unseeded, and I'm boiling them. And I also put two garlic cloves in there as well. And I'm gonna use this to put in the blender. I'm gonna use this for some of my Cajun boiled egg mix, and I'm gonna pour this mixture also in the pozole. Boiled eggs. I think I'm gonna boil some more because I already had pre-boiled those, but I think I need some more because I packed some for lunch for my man, and then he also ate a couple for breakfast. All right, so getting back into the pot, you can see the pozole beans right here, and some of the meat from the neck bones. All right. All right, so we're gonna turn this off and let it cool for a little bit, and then we're gonna strain it. Okay, we're gonna let this cool off and strain it. By putting it in the blender, blending it, and then straining it so the big pieces are not stuck up in there. We want a smooth paste to work with. I'm actually gonna add the guajillo peppers that has been unseeded and boiled a little bit to make the skin a little softer. So we're adding these to the blender, and I'm gonna add some cold water. That's just going to help when I blend it so it's not so hot. I'm trying to hurry up and finish. So I was gonna let it cool down. Okay, I'm just gonna put it in there. Add some cold water. Don't worry, I got some real cold water ready for it. And then here go the garlic. There go another garlic. And another garlic. This one I thought I had 2. I actually put 3, I believe. Alright, so we're finna go ahead and add some cold water. Alright, so I've added the cold water. As you can see, it's no more fog on the camera. I'm gonna go ahead and put the top on and go ahead and blend it. Alright, so I'm pouring it in the strainer. I think that's all I'm gonna need for now. And then I'm gonna get the spoon and just strain it. Stir it around so it can fall to the bottom. Helps it to strain faster by stirring it with a spoon, a big spoon. You can also shake it. This is what we're left with after me straining it. And this is what was left inside of this container right here. Inside of the strainer that I used. And I think I'm going to save this. I might use it for something else. Just gonna put it back right there. Alright, so this is the clean puree that we're working with. And now we're gonna go ahead and just cook it a little bit in some olive oil and add a little spices to it to season it. And then we're gonna put it into the neck bones with the pozole beans and the rest to make our pozole. Hello, I'm back. So actually we're going to use avocado oil because it has a high cooking point. And I'm going to add the olive oil and then I'm going to put in the puree of the guajillo pepper. Alright, so this is the pot we just had the guajillo peppers in. And all I did was pour the water out. Okay, so that's the olive oil. And now we're going to add the guajillo peppers. Alright. That's the noise you hear of the guajillo puree pouring into the avocado oil. And you don't have to add avocado oil. I just like to add a little oil to mine because to me it tastes better. And it makes it look more rich and flavorful. Okay, we bring it back to the stove and we're going to let it cook. I'm going to get a paper towel to wipe around the edges. Paper towels are also good for getting grease out. So if you do have grease you don't want, you can always get the paper towel and, you know, dip it over and it helps take the oil out too. Okay, so we're going to let it cook a bit and we're going to stir it. Alright, so the puree has come to a boil with the avocado oil. And we're just going to go ahead and add it to the pozole broth with the meat. All right, and then we're going to use this pot again. We're not going to rinse it out. We're just going to use it. We're going to keep all those flavors in there. We're going to use it for the sauce for the boiled eggs, which is here. So guys, we have the pozole, and we're going to stir it up. Also going to taste it to make sure the taste is to my liking. And it actually is. It really don't need nothing. I would say the only thing we'll probably need is just a little bit more salt. But then again, you can add that to your plate. And the salt that I did use was the pink Himalayan salt. Alright guys, so thank you for joining. Watching me make the pozole. Thank you, thank you. And also I'm going to make some toppings for the pozole. So I'm going to cut up some cilantro and onion. And I might do some radish as well and some lemons. And we're going to also use some tostadas. It's the traditional Mexican way. And pozole, it is a Mexican dish. And I love it. Thank you for the heart people that cooks to prepare it and sell it in the stores. So I can also enjoy it that way. Alright, and I'll be back when I have the have it plated and with the side dish, you know, the sides, not side dishes, the sides that you can add to it. All right, so we're gonna use the olive oil Lombardi for our our Cajun boiled egg sauce. So we're gonna pour this in. And once again, guys, this is the same pot we had the guajillo puree in. And don't worry, I'm putting some more of the puree in, so that's why I didn't clean. I want the flavors to stay in. All right, and then we're just gonna add just a little bit of butter because I don't want it to be too much cholesterol in here. So I did the olive oil. I'm just gonna add, and you know, olive oil is a low cooking oil, a low heat cooking oil. So it's just like butter. Butter is a low heat cooking oil. All right, so we're gonna add a little bit of butter so we can still have a little butter flavor in there. All right, so here's the butter. You see it's less than even a half a stick of butter. It's probably just like, if it was to melt it, it'd probably be like a tablespoon. Now I'm gonna add some more olive oil. All right, and then let me go get the spices. All right, so I do have it on low. I'm gonna add 2 garlic cloves. And I don't want to chop it up because I don't want it too much stuff inside of my my Cajun oil boil sauce. So I want the flavor of the garlic, but I do not want to chop it up because I don't want it too much in there, floating around in there. And then I'm going to add the garlic powder. Okay, so I added the garlic powder. I'm also going to add a jalapeno in there for flavor. I'm not going to let it bust open. And then I'm going to add the onion powder. Okay, is it coming out? Okay. Okay. Now I'm gonna add the cayenne pepper because I love some cayenne pepper and I like it a little spicy. I'm gonna add a little bit. Cayenne pepper is good for you, enhances whatever you got going on. Also, black pepper does. I'm gonna add some black pepper. All right. I'm gonna add some paprika. I'm gonna add some Old Bay. I'm gonna add some oregano. I'm gonna add some parsley. All right, and then I'm gonna add some chicken broth in a minute, but let me go ahead and stir this up. I want the garlic and the jalapeno to flavor the sauce. Doesn't that look good? We're actually cooking the oil. It's a flavorful oil. Just imagine the aromas in here, right? And I'm cooking this at low, so I don't have to worry. I'll burn the oil if I cook it much higher. Okay, and now we're gonna add some of the guajillo sauce to it. And just that amount. Stir it again. All right, now I'm gonna add some chicken broth. Alright, we're going to stir it up. Reduce the heat a little bit more since I added the broth to it. I'm going to stir that up. Alright. And I'm also going to squeeze a lemon in there. Look at those flavors. Alright, so this is how it's looking so far now. See that? It's looking so good. Look at that. All those flavors. Now I'll show you once it's cooled how it's looking, how it's gonna look. But I'm gonna also eat the whole garlic clove too. I just don't want it all smashed like in little pieces. I want it to be a clean sauce. So I'm gonna let it simmer probably for like 15 minutes, and then I'm gonna turn it off. It's simmering on low, just so I can cook down some of the chicken broth that was added to it. We're back, so here's how the sauce is looking now. And I put one boiled egg in there. I poked it with the knife so it can get some of the juice inside of it. You see the jalapeno didn't bust open. It's still in there, just providing more flavor. And I'm actually gonna put this on egg in a container with some sauce and save it for my man so he can taste it. He can have like a little snack for later. Alright, so here it is in the container. All right, so here's the eggs. And I put sauce on it. Let's add a little bit more. And I added some Himalayan pink salt to it since I didn't add salt to the sauce. I just added the Himalayan salt at the top. And I'm gonna taste it. I'll show you, it's busting. Oh my gosh, it's so good. You guys gonna have to try it. I think if you like rice, it would be good with rice too. But definitely busting. So good. All right, y'all. Thank you for joining. I'm finna cook some rice right now to go with the pozole. Here's the rice here that I made. You can see the garlic at the top.
Vacuum duck. Vacuum duck.
All right, so I'm gonna put the toppings on. And then I'm gonna add the lime.